How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we made our way to the Indigo Plateau, we trekked through the Victory Road, and now we're just moments away from entering the Elite Four battles. Of course, similar to our Emerald Let's Play, these Elite Four are of course deemed the 4 strongest trainers in Kanto. They are of course what's stopping us from chasing the true champion of Kanto. And if we successfully defeat all 4 continuously, we do have the right to challenge one-on-one champion of Kanto to see who is deemed the best trainer here. This is going to be a long, hard-fought road, and I did have to do a lot of preparation just to show you the final team before we head in. Many of them have gotten some serious level ups, some more than others. Basically, as you can tell based on how each Pokemon is set through their levels, you can kind of tell who's going to be considered the most important. Pretty much the highest is going to be used the most. Lowest, there are occasional battles, if maybe 1 or 2. So, of course, MVP is going to be Jolt. He's going to be the one that's going to be standing through all of them. Let's just go ahead and show moves and items. Don't really have too much, not much has changed. I wasn't really able to find too much throughout our journey. That's the unfortunate part. Black Glasses just gives a little bit of extra power to fight. Stats overall are amazing. Leaf, pretty much fighting moves. He now has reversal, but nothing really other than that. Sword has leftovers just to get some healing. That's about it. Shuriken, nothing too different, doesn't have anything else, but of course stats all around. 3 Beaks, of course, physical power is his specialty, and Steel Wing will come in useful. And Horns now has Earthquake, but other than that, not really too much. Has Quick Claw for the occasional speed boost, but enough of that. That's not what we're here for. Now with all that preparation out the way, we can go ahead and commence our journey towards near the end. We are almost there, guys. This is the penultimate. We will start off with the Elite Four. And our first challenger is... Welcome to the Pokemon League. I am Lorelai of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Hahaha. Are you ready? And yes, it is Elite Four member number 1, Lorelai, the master of Ice-type Pokemon. A typing we haven't really been familiar with too much in our journey, but she is the one that possesses the most power and knowledge of them. And she starts off with Dewgong, level 52. And the level gaps are going to be not as significant anymore. After having some familiarity with the Elite Four members, I kind of do know what to expect. As long as Jolt can land some Thunders, this will be an easy battle. Okay. Especially with Thunder being super powerful and with Stab and Jolt being a very good special attacker, none of her Pokemon can withstand this. Only issue would be if Jolt misses. But with 70 accuracy, it's definitely possible. Cloyster has extremely horrible special defense, so pretty much even Shockwave can do it. Alright, good. It didn't go for the Protect. It does no Protect, so pretty much it can't stall out. But luckily, with its bad special defense and horrible HP stat, Shockwave is more than enough to handle it. Alright, Slowbro is next. Slowbro is a good special defense Pokemon, so it can kind of tank in a Thunder, but let's see. Alright, but it should not, it shouldn't resist this anymore. If we were lower level, like when I was training, doing some of the behind the scenes training, yeah, it would have lived through it, but I don't have to worry about that now. And Jolt is actually very close to level 60, my god. This is what having an electric type on your team can really do for you guys. You definitely need to have one on your team. It's super helpful. Pretty much with ice typings, especially in the earlier gens, it was pretty much kind of hard to get a pure ice type. Jinx is really the only pure ice type, and by that it is psychic typing, but a lot of ice types typically tend to have the water typing to them. We've seen that with pretty much all their Pokemon so far. Oh, it's Lapras. I missed. Probably gonna confuse, right? I kind of threw. That was my fault. I threw that so hard. Oh, it went for Ice Beam. Okay, good. Sometimes it goes for the Confuse Ray, but it probably went for that because it would have easily knocked me out as Trio. I mean, 3 Beaks. This could not get out. It should. Alright, good. I was kind of a little hesitant, but that should. Okay, the reason I was taking out 3 Beaks was because I was anticipating Jinx, and that is her last Pokemon. Jinx is the only non-ice water type, so that's pretty much why Jolt is pretty much useful. I could use Lee, but I kind of didn't want to save him just because wouldn't be able to handle it after some of the training. Jinx is going to be the only non-water typing, dual water typing, and Steel Wing will easily knock it out. Just because Jinx has such horrible physical defense stats. There we go. No stab, but don't need it, especially when you have bad defense. Alright, things shouldn't be this way. But yes, defeat is utterly bad. I would say, alright, you're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of the Pokemon League's power. I would rank Lorelai as probably like the third most difficult. The one that we're going to be facing right now, Mr. Bruno, is probably, in my opinion, with proper pokes, literally the easiest. Wait, is literally the easiest Elite Four member just because of his pokes. But we'll see in just a second. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Rigorous training people in Pokemon can become stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that'll never change. Romboy, we will grind you down with our superior power. Alright, and comes up the second Elite Four member, Mr. Bruno, a master of fighting type element Pokemon. Starts off with Onix of all folks. Not even a fighting type, but with limited fighting type options in the game, it's not too surprising. Since Onix has pretty bad stats overall and isn't Steelix, the final evolution, any grass type or water type move can easily knock it out. I did want to save Shuriken just to give it some HP and PP, and Sword doesn't really get too much action in the Elite Four, so this is proper thing to do. Alright, but he does have the two special fighting types of the game, and also one of his signature pokes to watch out for. I don't even think his Hitmonchan knows any of the elemental punches, but honestly, if you have a good flying type, you can pretty much knock out his pokes pretty easily. The fact that 3 Beaks is at a higher level now helps. Before that wasn't the case, it would require 2 shots. This is going to be harder though. 3 Beaks can't one-shot the champ with Drill Peck unless it crits. So I gotta hope for the best. I gotta hope that the champ doesn't go for a cross chop right away, or if it goes for Scary Face first. I prefer that. Come on, crit. Please crit. You've never done that. Please do it now. I didn't crit. Okay. It goes for Rock Tomb. No. That's the move I didn't want it to do because it can't drop my speed. Alright. Hopefully I can still outspeed it. Alright, good. It goes for... Luckily, all the Elite Four members' main pokes have Citrus Berries, so that can help in terms of avoiding the full restores that they have. But of course it crits now. Thank you, 3 Beaks. But luckily the speed drop isn't enough. If I was a little bit more under-leveled, probably, but good thing that didn't matter. Alright, and Hitmonlee's the easier one just because his physical defense is low, but because of the speed drop. Yeah, that's what I was also afraid of. Alright. Dang. Alright. My only option I have is Shuriken, but he's higher leveled. Unfortunate that Hitmonlee has better special defense, but I don't think he should live through a Psychic. I don't think so. Alright, good. I was kind of debating. I don't remember seeing Shuriken use Psychic on Hitmonlee, so I wasn't too sure. And his last is a second Onix, which is literally the easiest. His 2 Onixes are really like the easiest pushovers. You shouldn't have any struggling with them at this point. It's really Machamp just because it has Cross Chop for possible high crit accuracy, and Rock Tomb to slow you down. That's pretty much it. Scary Face is also pretty bad if he uses it because it does lower your speed pretty harshly, which gives him the opportunity to kind of like outspeed you with power if he gets the chance to do so. Luckily he didn't. Only unfortunate thing is after the Rock Tomb, Hitmonlee was able to outspeed 3 Beaks. But other than that, we just lost 1 Pokemon. Why? How can I lose? Oddly enough, me saying that Bruno is the easiest, my job is done. Go face your next challenge. It's always interesting how Bruno was given like the scary Rock Tomb or rock theme, and of course it makes sense why Agatha gets this theme. Gonna go ahead and heal up. I don't think 3 Beaks is gonna be too useful right now, but I'd rather not risk that chance and act like I know what I'm talking about. I'd rather have everyone fully healed up. And then I'll give 3 Beaks the Hyper Potion. I'm not gonna skip out on that. I bought enough of them to make sure everyone has some good healing. Alright. So we are now halfway through the Elite Four. There's still 2 more powerful trainers left. And I'm gonna need Shuriken, yeah. Alright, time for the 3rd member. I am Agatha of the Elite Four. I hear Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old duff has one tough and handsome. was once tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. He's a shadow of his former self, and now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokédex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for battling. And wrong way, I will show you how a real trainer battles. Yes, my acting as an old woman is not that great, but it is now time for the third Elite Four member, Agatha, a user of Ghost type Pokemon. Again, one we are not too familiar with, so this will be interesting to see how we can foretay this battle. But of course, her star is Gengar, one that we haven't really battled enough yet. Of course, the good thing with Gengar is the dual poison typing comes to being weak against Psychic. If this were the earlier generations, ground type moves would have been phenomenal as well, and Horns would have excelled perfectly. Unfortunately, Gengar has been given the Levitate ability, so its only real weakness is Dark and Psychic type moves. But we do have Dark type moves, but Psychic will do the job perfectly fine. In which Shuriken having some excellent speed and luckily being able to outspeed it. No match. Well, at least for this Gengar. Alright, next is Golbat. I will go ahead and use Horns. Horns does have a decent time of being able to knock it out half the time, but a couple things have to go right my way for this to happen. Hopefully Quick Claw can kick in. No. Oh, but it didn't go for Confuse Ray right off the bat. Alright, good. It didn't flinch either. And it didn't miss. So far everything's going perfectly fine. Alright, the speed drop will help a little bit. I think I might be able to outspeed it. Maybe not, but let's see. Not yet. And it goes for the Confuse Ray. Okay. So this is the part that I was afraid of, because Confuse Ray as you guys already know, I don't have any good luck with Confuse Ray. So we'll see. Oh, perfect. That was a perfect Horns. Thank you. Oh man, the amount of times I've actually lost a Golbat in this position. Luckily it didn't happen today. Alright, next is Arbok. Horns can do a good job here. Just have to watch out for a few things. The Intimidate is the one thing that's going to hurt a lot. Horns can still one-hit KO it if it crits. Earthquake does have a lot of superior damage over it. Screech is going to be bad though. Get out of the Confuse Ray too, please. Yeah, I was afraid of that. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. And it has Iron Tail. It should live just barely. Ah, unfortunate. That I forgot it also Screech too. I didn't account for that. Okay, when all else fails, you use Shuriken. I'm just glad Horns was able to at least get one poke knocked out, but this will do. This is the only time I've ever really seen Arbok be an actual menace, but it can't handle psychic attacks, so that's about its peak point right there. Alright, next is Gengar. This is Agatha's main. This is her higher level 58 Gengar, so this one is formidable indeed. It can outspeed us, and it typically goes for the Confuse Ray. Alright, good, it didn't outspeed us. Okay, normally it should. Alright, good. Oh, I think that might have been a speed type too. I'm not too certain. Alright, and next is Haunter. Honestly, either Jolt's Bite and my Psychic can easily knock it out, but I'm just gonna keep it at this. I can't risk it. If only this was the earlier gens, I could have just used Horns for a lot of this, but it's okay. I'm surprised it has Haunter, but I mean, there's only so many ghost types in this game that you can really only mix and match. Everyone's looking really good. Oh my, you're something special, child. You win. I see what the old duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child. Run along. I got one more trainer. We got one last Elite Four member. I'm still gonna revive Horns. He's still not really useful against the last Elite Four member, but I'm still gonna just not give any benefit of the doubt. Alright, and I think everyone's in their good position. I'm just gonna have to make one switch. But now we make the long trek over. I always liked how this was programmed for you. You couldn't do the actual walk if you wanted to. There we go. And then you go ahead and switch. Alright, and now we have the last member of the Elite Four. Ah, I've heard about you, Ron Boy. I led the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They are hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They are virtually indestructible. There is no being clever with them. I Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me. Yes, the final member and former champion, Lance, a dragon type user, one of the most, as you said, one of the most rarest and most rewarding to train. And again, not too familiar with it, but this will be a formidable battle indeed. The penultimate trainer that we have to face. And starts off with Gyarados, not a dragon type Pokemon, but is to be considered a dragon-like Pokemon by many. And of course, with it being a water flying type, even Shockwave is enough to knock it out. Intimidate has no effect on it. Even if Jolt was like level 50, that still would have knocked it out with Shockwave. That's how you know it's not going to handle it. Alright, but next becomes the trickier part. All three, I'm thinking of someone else. Lance has three dragon-type Pokemon now, 2 Dragonairs, and I keep saying her, and his signature Dragonite. Blizzard can knock them out. The only issue isn't that we can't not get out to bed. We do outspeed Dragonairs. The only issue is Blizzard does have a weak accuracy point, so if we miss, there are chances that we can get very, very crippled in our efforts. So let's see how lucky we get. Not lucky. Okay. Okay, sets up the safeguard. So it's preventing any kind of statuses. Do have one more shot. Okay, Dragon Rage. This Dragonair is honestly the most forgiving out of the other one. The next one that Lance Are you kidding me? Son of a... oh my god. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this. Because of the remaining pokes he has, I'm gonna have to switch over and fully heal Shuriken and use a fucking elixir. I've done so many practice runs that I've only missed 1 out of the 3 I've used. I've never missed all of them. That is actually fucked. I am actually pissed right there. Okay, I'm just gonna have to let Sword take in some of the damage for now. I'm gonna have to heal up, and then I'm gonna have to use the elixir. I just can't believe my luck. That is actually just pure unluck right there. Well, luckily Dragon is considered a physical move. And Dragonair, regardless, since it's not Dragonite yet, it does suffer from its kind of mediocre stats. I say mediocre because it's really not that bad. So knocking out is going to take a decent amount of time. And I also have leftovers. I'm not going to switch yet. I'd rather just sacrifice Soar just because I don't want it to give it the chance. I could put it to sleep though. I think I might try that because yeah, Razor Leaf isn't gonna cut it. If it gets down to that point, I may have to let it waste some of its max potions, but I mean full restores, but that might not be the best move. Still confused. Okay. Okay, hit itself. That's good. I don't think Psychic is enough to knock out Dragonair at that point. It is slightly higher level with good special, but I'm not sure. I want to put it to sleep to make sure. And then Sword just heals up with leftovers. Okay. So honestly, this fight should have been a little bit shorter because it has Shed Skin ability. Okay. I'm just gonna have to put in Lee. I'm sorry, Lee. You have to be the sacrifice right now. Unless you can knock it out, then that works too. But for right now, I'm considering you the sacrifice poke. It missed Hyper Beam. That worked out so perfect. That actually worked out perfectly fine. Okay, Aerodactyl's next. Okay, Jolt is the only poke I can really use. I can use Horns as well, but it also knows Steel Wing, so I gotta be careful with that regard. Luckily, Aerodactyl can't learn Earthquake in the 3rd gen. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Why did I do that? Oh my god, I am just being punished for everything that's not going the right way. I'm trying to, oh my god. Okay, I have to risk Thunder now. I was gonna use Shockwave, but I have to risk Thunder after that. It's not gonna live. It does have to go through a recharge, but luckily it should still go through a recharge even though it knocked me out. Yeah, okay. Please do enough for it to use the full restore. Oh my god. I am not getting lucky this game. I'm having doubts that I might not even win now because of that. Like, nothing went my way. Nothing had gone my way right there. That was abysmally pathetic. How much will this do? Okay, not as much. Please, crits. I'm kind of doubting Surf will knock it out at this point. Okay. Oh my god, that really scared me. Okay, Dragonair, please land Blizzard. It's not that, it is pretty hard, but please. Alright, thank you. Because this is the Dragonair I'm talking about. That's the most difficult one because it has Thunder Wave. And if it gets off a Thunder Wave, that just ruins strats pretty easily. We all know that competitive casual Thunder Wave just ruins everything. Okay. Dragonite is the last one. Dragonite does have a chance of surviving a Blizzard at like 5%. If we can get that max roll, I'm so glad we landed it. If we can get that max roll, that'll help out so perfectly. Oh my god, Lance gave me such a big headache. Oh my god. You're a dick, Lance, that's it. I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokemon master. Are we really? I still can't believe my dragons lost to you. You are now the Pokemon League champion. Or you would have been, but you only have one more challenge left. There is one more trainer to face, and his name is Blue. He beat the Elite Four before you, and he is the real Pokemon League champion. Yes, of course our dickhead rival decides to one-up us. We could have actually been the champions, but Lance, like I said, wasn't a former champion. Of course, Blue took that spot, and he is now the last trainer we have to face. The deemed Pokemon League champion. But of course, the final episode will be done next time. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Do hope you enjoyed. Minor recap: Elite Four, after some vigorous training behind the scenes, we were somewhat easily able to take on all of them. Lance was actually the most difficult, not surprisingly that the last and of course the most powerful member was the most trickiest. Luckily we overcame that. There was a lot of shit that came our way, but we still managed to overcome. And our last opponent, our rival, our long childhood enemy rival, is the final face we have to encounter. But of course that'll be done in our last episode. So guys, this has been your boy Ron, and until next time, I'll meet you guys back here outside this door. Then we can go ahead face to face, one-on-one with Blue, our rival, and figure out who is the best in all of Kanto. I will see you guys then. Take care.